Βρισκόμαστε στο Hills of Woodford, την αντιπροσωπεία της Toyota, και έχω κοντά μου την Nahide Crisp. Now I'm going to turn in English. We came to the Hills of Woodford, and I'm glad that I have here with me Nahide Crisp, the general manager of Toyota. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nahide, tell us about you first. How long have you been working in Hills of Woodford?
So I've worked at Hills of Woodford, it'll be 11 years. I've worked for Toyota in general for 21 years this year, so quite a long time. Yeah.
And how did you decide to follow this career path as a general manager?
Oh, by chance really. So I went to law and completed my law degree, and I think the motor industry found me. So this was the first job and the best one that come up for me. And obviously I love it because I've been here still 21 years later.
Nice, interesting. Tell us little things about this company.
Yeah. So Hills of Woodford, we're a privately run company. We've been established since 1905, obviously not selling cars at that time. So since 1905 we've been here. We're literally owned by the owner, who is Miss Hill. We run both sites. We've got Toyota and Lexus. Every decision that we make is all in-house. We hire from within, we promote from within. We hire a lot from referrals. So a lot of the people here are, I'd say ultimately we're like a family, we're all friends, and it's got a really nice atmosphere, everyone gets on well, and it's quite nice having a small company that we're working for. Everything's in our control here.
So what is special for this company?
So because of everything that I said, I guess when the customers come in, they feel like they get the personal treatment, they get dealt with. I'm always happy to come and see any customer, and I like talking to people. Our sales team, they all like to, ultimately we're talking to customers. All the information is, as you know, available to customers, but we want to offer customers the extra special personal service.
Perfect. And at the end, the marketplace for a car company is really competitive, and I think the overall rating for you is really high. How do you manage to be on top?
So obviously we do really well. We've got an excellent product. Everything is going hybrid. More than half of the product at Toyota is hybrid. It really is a way forward, and Toyota themselves have been developing hybrid since the 1960s, so it's nothing new for Toyota, and we've developed it. We do it really well, and they make lovely looking cars.
And what about your future plans?
So future plans here is obviously to grow as much as we can. We all need more space, which is limited in London. To grow, we've got more and more new cars coming out. Everything's getting the hybrid engine in it, so we just want to grow really, and just make sure our customer service is the best.
Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Lovely meeting you.
I have here with me Vincent, the salesman of Hills of Woodford. Hello, Alexander.
Hello. How are you? You okay?
Fine, you. How long have you been working in Hills of Woodford?
7 months now, yeah.
So we're new.
Yeah, quite new to the business, yeah, but I'm enjoying it. It's really good.
Nice. And tell us about the new models and the cars you are selling here.
Yeah, so we got all the Toyotas, which are all hybrids here. So it's quite a nice range of models. You've got the new Corolla and RAV4 that have just come out as well. So we've got a lot of business coming in because there's not a lot of other competitors that sell the hybrid. So at the moment, Toyota are doing very well. And
what's the best-selling car this year?
This year is probably the Toyota Corolla that's just come out. Yeah, it used to be out, and then now it's come back out. It's a hybrid. It's very sought after. A lot of people come in to get it, and if you look at the new design of it, it's beautiful.
Nowadays, you're selling cars that is high technology, and tell us a few things about the hybrid so that people can understand better.
Yeah, so hybrid's just a mixture between petrol and electric. The difference is that the petrol engine kicks in after 30 miles per hour and the electric's under 30 miles per hour. So it's very good for if you're driving around town, or you're driving in London, or you're driving in built-up areas, because you can just use the electric, and they're very fuel efficient. So literally you can just use them, and you don't have to plug them in either, which is the best thing about them. You can just on the go, and when you're braking and when you're cruising, that's when it's charging up.
So it's eco-friendly, I think, this one.
Yeah, very eco-friendly. Yeah, the CO2 emissions are great on them, and that's why they're being used. Everyone's using them now, I think. That's why everyone's changing to hybrid. It's the future.
Of course. The marketplace of the cars, of a car company, is really competitive nowadays. How do you manage to be on top?
Well, you know, you've got to be organised. As a salesman, you just got to be nice to your customers and treat them like they're your family. So, yeah, I try to be organised and just look after everyone. And it's quite a family-run business here, so everyone's quite involved with it. The managers come and meet all the customers, so it's all quite nice here.
You have some secrets about selling the cars.
I can't give them away. They're you know, I don't want to give away my secrets, but treat your customers how you treat your family. You know, that's one of my secrets. So.
And at the end, what's the feedback from your customers?
Well, we get a lot of reviews on Facebook, reviews on Instagram, reviews on Google. So they're normally very good. Normally, yeah. So because we treat them so well here and we look after them. We also not when they're buying a car, after they're buying a car, so we give them a call, we get them in for servicing and things like that. We just treat them like how they want to be treated.
Do people nowadays buy cars, and what's the difference with previous years?
A lot of people don't buy cars outright now. A lot of people buy them on finance, so it's a bit different now. A lot of people are getting into hybrid cars as well, because of what's going on in London, what's going on in the ULEZ zone and things like that, which is affecting everyone. So, yeah, it's a big thing which is going on now. So a lot of people are buying hybrids. Yeah.
But your customers is based only in the UK, or you have from all over the world? I don't know.
I mean, we have all over the world. Toyota is one of the biggest brands you can possibly ask for, really. If you look at the market share and everything like that, it's one of the biggest. So Toyota's very sought after, and they're known as being reliable. Toyotas, whenever you look online or whether you're looking even at the cars, they're very reliable and nothing ever goes wrong with them. That's why we give such a good warranty with them as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. I've enjoyed this interview, so thank you for coming over.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Continuing here in Hills of Woodford, I have here with me George Eagell. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
You are from Lexus.
I am, yes. So yeah, I'm from Lexus. I've been there, working there, my second stint here. So in total, I've worked at Hills of Woodford for 5 years, and I've been working at Lexus for the last couple of months. So yeah, it's quite new to me, the cars. Worked at Toyota for 4 years, so I do know the company. And Lexus are just a premium brand of Toyota, basically.
Okay, so you're working together with here Toyota?
Yes, yeah, so we work together. So Toyota, there's a lot more Toyota dealerships than Lexus, but we do work together as one company. We just have 2 different sites.
Okay, and what kind of cars are you selling especially here?
So all the cars that we sell at Lexus are all self-charging hybrids. So everything that we make is a self-charging hybrids. We don't make diesel cars. We don't even make a manual anymore. So everything is just totally automatic, and they're all hybrids. So
All of your cars is automatic?
yes, every single one. So if you want a manual, you're looking at the wrong place. Yeah.
And what's the feedback from the customers?
The feedback we get is good, especially what's going on with our country at the moment, within the London and the extra charges. The feedback that we get from our customers is always 5-star at the moment, because the cars are absolutely brilliant. I drive one myself and live in London, so yeah, it benefits me as well.
And the marketplace, especially in the car company, is really competitive nowadays. How do you manage to be on top, and what difficulties are you facing?
Well, you face difficulties in every day. We just try and make sure that we are the best, and we do the same thing every day of every week of every month, and then hopefully every year we get better and better performances. Just making sure that we keep our customers happy is first of all, because the product itself is fantastic. It's a Japanese built product. It's some of the best hybrid and the newest hybrid technology. So it's more down to us to make sure that our customers are happy. And we being a family run business, we do go above and beyond to try and make sure that all our customers are happy. So, well, we try.
George is going to show us a little bit about this Lexus car. Which model is that?
So this is a Lexus 300H with a premium pack.
Okay, and let's begin. Let's turn on the
So to turn on the engine, so it's slightly different the way you turn it on as it is a hybrid. So I need you to pop your foot on the brake and just press that button just behind the steering wheel there.
Okay.
That's it. So as the cars are all electric and they start electric, we don't hear any noise. So the engine is now on, believe it or not. So don't take your foot off the accelerator, off the brake.
I'm sure.
So again, like I was saying earlier, all these cars are fully automatic. So then what we would do is just with your foot on the brake, drop it down into drive. So then you do have two driving modes, your standard driving mode and your sport. Now your sport will make the car into a manual car where you can then change the gears here, or you can turn into a racing driver and do them like the flappy panels behind the steering wheel. That's it there. Now, if we take a look up onto the screen just here, you can see that at the moment, obviously the car is brand new, so it's got a full battery that's there. And if we were to drive away now, we would just be using the battery power. And it does tell you here what you're using, the battery, and how it's monitoring through the electric motor and the engine. So the car will always try and use its battery first, and then the petrol engine will kind of just come in to assist with the help.
And what happens when the battery is low?
So it's a self-charging car. So every time that you brake or every time that the car needs the power, either the braking will send power back to the engine or the actual engine itself.
So it is charging automatically?
Yes, yeah, so you can't charge it up. There are no power points or plug-ins for it. The car does need petrol and it just runs on total petrol. But yeah, then that will charge up the battery. So you can't, there's nowhere to charge it up at the moment.
Okay.
So some of the features that we do have on the car, we'll start with the steering wheel. So all over here, this is for your telephone and for the multimedia device. So it's all on the steering wheel, so you don't take your eyes off and start playing with any buttons. Yeah, so you can focus on the driving mode. And then over here, you have some of the controls for the adaptive cruise control. Now, adaptive cruise control is standard across all the range on every single Lexus. So compared to some other manufacturers where it's quite a costly upgrade, Lexus put it in a standard. And what the adaptive cruise control does is keeps you at the same distance from the car in front at the same speed. So if that car was to speed up, you would speed up to that car, and if that car was to slow down, it would slow you down and keep a safe distance between you and the car in front, which is a fantastic feature. So if you ever get the opportunity to do it and use it, go and try.
And in case of emergency, let's say the car is really close to us, it is showing a sign that be careful.
So it will show you a sign on there, but it also has emergency braking as well. So the car will, if it thinks that you are going to crash and you are travelling at some speed, the car will brake for you. I've had the experience of using it, and it does brake very quickly for you. So,
really?
Yeah, it's a fantastic feature. So. Give it a try sometime. I'll take you for a drive. It's very
sure,
good.
Yes. And what other elements?
So going back down to here, which is your centre spot. So you've got a kind of a touchpad 2, which this is called for Lexus, with the upgraded 10-inch screen that you get here. And this is how you control all the features on the vehicle. So we have the destinations here, which sets up the satellite navigation. It's very straightforward and easy to use. Just go into your favourites and then look for type in a postcode, and it's European spec as well, so it will go through the whole of Europe. So if you ever do fancy a road trip, you can take this car. As such, you've got the radio, which is again all controlled by here. So you've got AM, FM, and probably most commonly now used in the UK anyway is DAB. Then you can also connect USB and aux, which controls in here.
Okay.
But I suppose most people now would connect their Bluetooth to their device, and then you can stream your own music through Spotify. So that is for apps. So you can then stream your apps from your phone onto the system here if you use something like Spotify or any other kind of music device that you may use. Come back to here. So that's your telephone. So you can have up to 6 telephones connected at once.
6 telephones?
Yep, and use them at once. So say, for example, me and my partner, I'd have my telephone connected and she would have her music connected just to save any arguments.
Wow, nice.
So, yeah.
Especially for a family who has different kind of expectations.
Exactly. So, someone might need their phone and someone might want the music. So then you have some apps here. So you can download apps and then, again, transfer your apps from your phone onto the vehicle.
Every kind of phone or especially iPhone?
So actually, for Android phones, it works 100%, but Apple use their own software, so only probably 50% of Apple will work. Rumour has it, and you didn't hear it from me, it will be coming very shortly.
Okay.
So a bit of inside information there for you. The info just gives you more information about the how the hybrid system's working. Again, you don't have to do anything with the hybrid. The car does it all itself. It's just sometimes nice to see that you've got it up there. Just a general setup for the display and lights and so forth. And then you climate, which for your heating, which is all here as well. So you can use it on the screen or here, whatever the customer finds easiest as well. And your heated seats, which in this country do work very well because 9 times out of 10 they're on, even in summer, as we can see today.
And there's no key.
Nope, so the key is just down here, so you can keep it in. I keep it in my pocket, keep it in your handbag. You don't need the key, you just need it on you. To even get into the vehicle, there's just a little touch button on the handle. Get straight into the car, and like we did earlier, just with your foot on the brake, you press the button. And again, to turn off the vehicle, you would just do exactly the same thing by pressing the button.
Sure, and some cars like this, when you stop on let's say you have a red light, it stops automatically for save the battery.
So the stop-start technology. So these cars, because it's a hybrid and half the time when you're driving the engine is off, it kind of has that technology, but it's a lot more advanced because you can actually drive on the electric battery without having the petrol on altogether. Effectively it has got that feature, just a lot more advanced than any other vehicle. And some other features that the car has is, I'm going to ask you to keep your foot on the brake now as well, which it is. And if I drop the car down into reverse, on the screen you get your rear reversing camera, which is really handy. I mean, I struggle to park a car now without a rear camera. So yeah, a really good feature on the cars, and that's again standard within all the Lexus model range. So it's very, very handy in small, tight spaces.
And when you turn on the Sport, how much kilometers you can run?
When you turn on the Sport, so what it will do, it will enhance the petrol engine. So as you might have just heard then, the petrol engine has just come on. It will probably go off again if we sit here. It's just because the battery was sitting by itself and just needed a bit of extra charge. So we didn't do anything. The car will always do it itself. But yeah, for Sport, you've actually got driving modes here as well. So if you wanted to pick up a bit of speed, it won't do your fuel consumption any good, but it does make the car quite quick. So then you'll drop it down into Sport and then just twist this over to the right. And then on a dash, you can see that it's gone red. Just letting you know that you are in sports mode, so it gives more purpose on the petrol engine to pick up speed quite quickly as well. Okay. Turn that back.
But with its negative, the Sport maybe will take more of the battery.
Yes, so you'll drain more of the battery quicker and use more fuel, but then you do get a much sportier driving vehicle. So depending on what mood you're in and how you want to drive,
There are pros and cons.
Yes, of course. But you also do have then an eco mode. So if you ever driven in London, you know that you don't get over 10, 15 miles an hour. So there's no need for the Sport. You are better off to then put it in eco mode. And then what that will do is enhance the battery. So you'll use more of the battery and save on the actual fuel, because that's what costs us all money, unfortunately. So we'll do that. But 9 times out of 10, I drive it in just its standard mode and let the car do most of the work.
For sure, it's a totally amazing car, full of technology. So thank you so much for this experience.
You're welcome. And look, as and when you want to take one for a drive, let me know, and I'll show you how that cruise control works.
Yeah, sure. And you are selling cars all over the world, or especially on UK?
So we only sell cars for in the UK. We do have customers that export the cars all over the world, but again, we Lexus UK deal with that. We try and just, as a local business, just try and get our local community involved. But we do sell cars up and down the country. We've constantly got drivers going up north, down south to go and deliver and pick up cars. So we do try and spread our deals across the country as far as we can.
Okay, and this year's, let's say, a difficult year because Brexit is something new and it's going to be soon, or maybe this is something that maybe destroy your sales and all that?
It's because what's going on with Brexit. I think everyone, not just the motor trade, but everyone in kind of business is kind of sitting on the fence at the moment, whether they want to spend their money or knowing what to do. So, but moving that aside, going forward, there's bigger taxes in London. With diesel cars. We don't make diesel cars. We are all hybrids, so the tax is very low and the charges are low. So yes, we have found, but I would imagine most businesses have found that Brexit has had not the best effect on the business. But we are in a good position moving forward because all our cars do qualify for the low emissions. So yeah, we can only hope that Brexit gets sorted out relatively quickly, and then we can kind of get on with the business world. So.
Okay, thank you so much.
No, thank you.
We hope all the best.
Thank you very much.